Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I know it's kind of a late one, slash early one. I know the notifications ain't go out, but mostly just wanted to chime in for a little bit. First things first, y'all already know for those who celebrate, hopefully y'all have a blessed and joyous Christmas day. You know, Susanna, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. Hopefully everybody is with family. Hopefully everybody's safe and sound. Swoop, what's going on, baby? All right, to chime in, wish everybody a happy holidays. It's been a busy one today, but I had to come in and chime in with the people. I'm good, Swoop. Um, Workflow as always, but nonetheless, I'm happy. Vacation start when I get up out of here this morning, so I'm gonna be happy until after the new year. Just had to chime in with the people. It was a late night, but nonetheless, so still let me chime in. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate everybody that tuned in Saturday night for the conversation. Definitely was a good one. And if you missed it, definitely catch the replay. But again, on this holiday season, I want to incorporate something that I feel should be incorporated, and that is this. For some that need to hear this, try to keep yourself home for the holidays and for the new year, especially if you have family. There's no need to be crashing or sacrificing yourself for nothing. You're putting a burden on your people when you sit there and continuously just can't get it right. Anita, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. Another thing I want to say too is that look, we know there's going to be things that are going to try you. We know there's things that's going to push you to your limits. But again, you should want to try to stay home and keep yourself from behind the walls, especially around the holiday season. For 2024, hopefully some of y'all will actually start, you know, digging into your souls and actually looking for what you need to look for. Sirius, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. James, what's going on? Merry Christmas, Tanya, baby. I don't see no Christmas trees up in here. Ain't nobody don't love me like that. I don't see no Christmas trees up in here. No, but again, for you young brothers and sisters out there, for real, especially again those with kids, try to stay home. We know some things you might be going through as far as struggles, but those struggles shouldn't cost you any type of freedom or any type of risk to you and your family. Shades, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. Also for those who might be traveling, definitely keep safe on the road. The reason why I'm also saying that is because as I was leaving work early this morning, well, early yesterday morning, car crash happened not too far from my job. Now both cars was mangled. One car looked like completely wrecked in the front. The other one, you could tell it probably got hit from the back because tore up from the floor up. Almost looked to a point like something was leaking out of the little pipe that's under the car. Be careful on these roads, especially in certain areas where it either could be dark or it could be like where you switching in or switching out intersection. Be mindful and be careful on the road. Doesn't matter. Um, One thing you definitely don't want to be is critically injured in the hospital, especially around this time of this time. Just be wary. If you don't necessarily got to use the car to travel again, just be careful out there doing what you're doing. You know, definitely want to see a prosperous 2024 and a healthy one for a lot of y'all. So again, I know some of y'all might be doing some traveling, but just be safe out there. Keep yourself, you know, keep yourself wary as possible and vigilant as possible. You know, if something don't seem right, you already know what to do from there. It's a scary notion, you know, when you're getting behind the wheel, because again, you never know what could transpire. So again, just watch out for everything you need to, especially you truckers out there. I know a couple of y'all out there. You know, some of y'all be encountering madness, especially with, you know, traffic and everything else. Just keep yourself great. You know, keep yourself as calm as possible. No need for no road rage, no nothing. You know, realist, what's going on, my guy? You just noticed it? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be messing with a lot of little things. Don't worry. Don't worry. But again, you know, the main thing to remember is again, be blessed, regardless if you celebrate these holidays or not. Just, you know, remember that there's a blessing behind everything. You know, you're blessed to be amongst family, blessed to be happy, free. You ain't got to worry about being chained up. You ain't got to worry about being harassed or fighting for your life. Just be happy for that instance right there. And give that higher power the praise where it's needed. You know, I ain't messing with you, realist. Yeah, nah, but you know, you got to be mindful and wary though, because some people were not blessed and wasn't able to make it. You know, I know a lot of us have lost some people over the course of a few years, probably longer than that. Some people are losing people as we speak now. The main thing I could try to tell you in the best instance is again, just strong prayers. Try to keep your head held high, you know, and try to keep the positive notion going. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to fix this damn shit. I think they done broke my damn chair in. Rat bastards. Every time I come back, they breaking something. But, you know, again, you gotta remember that you're in a fight for a reason. Um, this life is a fight. You know, you want to fight with certain, not so much as demons. You're just going to fight with certain life aspects. Some aspects might actually try to kick your butts, but you got to kick it back. Money, what's going on, my guy? Shades, don't laugh at me. Every time I come back somewhere that I ain't been at, it'll mess something up in mine. Come on, man. My chair, man. Oh, oh, they broke it. Damn it, my chair, they broke it. Oh, well, it is what it is. My bad, y'all. Oh, man. But again, another day, another blessing. Should be no stressing. You're going to learn some life lessons. The main thing to remember, though, is keep your head even in the tightest of situations. You know, again, you are blessed. You still able to try to put something and implement something in life. Just remember that part right there. Another thing I am going to have to say tonight, too, even on this Christmas, yes, I'm saying it today, too. There's some of you parents who really need to get in accordance with your kids and definitely make sure your kids don't end up in a hot seat. Because when it's all said and done, you can't blame them. You could blame yourself. And you could blame yourself because, again, you wasn't being active. Now, last night, uh, you know, this is why I said what I said, too. I forgot who chat I came in last night and I said the same thing. Some of y'all are going to be the downfall for your damn kids. When something happens to them, you can't blame nobody. You have to take accountability for your own. There's no way you're gonna tell me. There's no way you're gonna tell me that at 10 minutes to four, about 4 o'clock in the morning, when most people should either be in the crib or somewhere where they need to be at, you are out and about looking to try to do something you ain't supposed to be doing. Caught a whole kid last night, literally while I'm in the middle of my round. There's no way you gonna tell me you see somebody in here and you still attempted to hop a fence like somebody wasn't gonna check you. And I ain't even have to check him. Scared the shit out of him and he ran. And that's how I knew it was a young boy, because he thought he was gonna come in here. I don't know what he thought he was gonna do or grab, but you ain't have a chance to do nothing. And I'll tell you, parents, for real, to be mindful, because again, there are some people who ain't gonna be as kind. Sorry to say it, there's some people who are not gonna be kind, especially to either teens or young kids. At that time of the morning, your ass should have been home. If you got family, you should have definitely been home. Like, let's keep it real. It is, it was Christmas Eve technically yesterday morning. You don't think you should have been somewhere with family trying to prepare something, trying to do something? Bugged out. Parents, start making sure your kids is doing the necessary things they need to be doing. I'm serious. There's no way you're going to keep telling me that this is going to be a continuous problem until a lot of them get hurt. And this is the saddest part about it, because he looked so scared. He didn't know what to do. He knew to climb back over that fence and go haul ass. Yeah, because you shouldn't be doing anything along those lines. You trespassing, number one. You're on cameras, number two. Make it make sense. So a lot of y'all just don't care no more. That's what you're essentially saying. You don't care no more. I don't care if the camera's on me. I'm still gonna do it until your ass get hit with some sort of charge that you don't want to get hit with. Gotta make it make sense, man. So you mean to tell me you gonna risk sitting in jail for some petty fuck shit? Excuse me for saying it that way. Make it make sense. What are some of you parents doing at home that you're not making sure your kids is where they need to be at? Discipline really needs to come back in order. And apparently, y'all dropping the ball like crazy. And I'm sorry to say it, even on this day right here, I can guarantee you, most likely, damn near a few people's kids are going to jail today, whether they young, whether they grown. Sad. Really don't make no damn sense whatsoever. The whole thought of, yeah, I'm gonna just commit a crime today. I'm gonna just do this today. It's crazy. Get your mindset right. No, the saddest part though, realist, you right to summer board, because there are some punk ass parents out there that are letting their kids talk to them any old type of way and just do whatever they feel like doing. Shit don't make no sense.
Thank you.
Don't make no sense. You mean to tell me you want to allow your kid to override your authority, tell you what they can and can't do? You mean to tell me you want to allow your kids to be out all hours of the night when you know it's too much going on? Now, there's some parents that really don't know what the hell is going on with their kids to some degree. And it's not saying that they ain't doing a good job, but I would implore even some of y'all to be mindful and be sure your kids is doing what they need to do. Your kids telling you they going to a party, make sure that's exactly where they're going. Some of y'all need to start getting back to that notion of tracking your kids. It works. I'm sorry. Because there's no way you're going to tell me this is what we supposed to accept in society. You're not going to raise your kids. So what you want? What you going to let the system raise your kids? Like that's a question that really should be asked. Are you going to allow a system to raise your kids? If that's the case, don't have none, because you know exactly what the outcome is going to be. They're going to tell you not to raise them. They're going to tell you not to discipline them. They're going to tell you every damn thing out the book, and then watch what's going to happen. They're going to be a product of either an early grave or an early visit to jail. And who wants to go through that? Saddest thing in the world, for real. Nobody should want to. Nobody should want to have to see their kids locked up, for real. Just like kids shouldn't have to see their parents locked up or not coming home. See, I'm gonna call it down both angles right now. There's some of y'all who you're enticing your kids to be a part of the misery and the madness, and you don't care. Like, this is the problem. This is a common problem right now. We got to come back to some sort of realization here. The goal of having kids is so you could raise your kids, raise them to be successful, raise them to be knowledgeable, respectful. Everything that we was taught, you was supposed to be teaching it to them. There's some of y'all who are not teaching that at all. And that's the saddest part about it. You're not teaching it. You really need to get out this what we learned. What we learned now, or what we've been learning, is that we shouldn't be a focal part of anybody's growth, development, and success. We supposed to just mind our business. But there are going to be people who are not going to mind their business. Now, see, last night with this situation, I know for a fact that was a whole young ass kid. He might have been a teen. He might have been, I would say, early. He'd probably be in his early teens. Babyface said it all. But the fact that he ain't know what to do, that goes to show you, look, you don't even know where your kid is at. You don't know what he's doing. And if this would have been another situation, he probably would have been going to jail. Or if somebody who got startled and thought he was doing something, he could have been another victim of gunplay. Get yourselves right, man. Again, y'all got to start thinking about yourselves. You have to. Right now, it's about the growth and the development of your children. It's also about keeping a common balance so y'all both good. And see, there are some situations where the fathers really need to be more active. I'm gonna say that to a degree. But guess what? It's another two-way street with that one. Because there's some of you women who need to let these guys be fathers, especially if they are good men. Let them be a part and let them be raising the kids right. See, this is my thing. Some of the situations we are getting, they are coming from single parent homes. Some of these single parent homes, they're broken. If you coming from a parent that got more than three other siblings and there's no father in sight at all, I'm quite sure 9 out of 10, you vying for attention. Oh, hold on. Let me put some respect on this real quick. Let me put some respect on this. I gotta give her the double whammy. Appreciate you for that cash app, baby. What's going on, my guy? Nah, but you know you was gonna get one of those. No, but you gotta hear that. Something you might not want to hear, but you need to accept that. You're only gonna be worse of an impact if you're not doing what you need to do. Serious. There's no way you're gonna tell me you don't know where your kids is at. And you ain't gonna tell me another thing. Not gonna sit here and tell me that it's all right for them to not be something constructive in life. Gotta come to that conclusion, man. Might not want to, but you need to. In this critical area, you're gonna need to. Sad part about it is when you say something that's logical, everybody get emotional. James number 8, what's going on? Majestic, what's going on, my guy? $702, what's going on, baby? Felice, Snobby Snot, and everything to everybody that's popping up in here. I know, late night shenanigans, I know. On work break, but nonetheless, again, you ain't gonna tell me that that's cool. You don't know what your kids is getting into, and then they could be bringing danger to the home too. There's some of you who your kids is doing the utmost out here, and then they bring in the drama to you. I got, like, come on, that's not fucking fair at all. And then there's some of you parents who need to be ashamed of yourselves if you're kicking your kids out well before time. There's some of you who are treating your kids like they black sheeps, like they not wanted. And if they wasn't wanted, if you felt that way, you should have gave them up for adoption after you had them. Sorry to say it that way, y'all. Keeping it a buck with y'all. Like, don't make no sense. Word, congratulations on that damn 5K, son. You know, it don't matter, son. I smelled Pampers in here. I knew it was you, son. I knew it was you. I smelled thing number 1 and 2 kicking you, so I already knew you was in here. Truth, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. You know, this is what I'm saying. You got to start having solid ground again as parents. When you know you need to be checking your kids, check them. And that starts even when they're young. When they start doing certain things that you know you don't want done, you will have to correct them. But there are honestly some of you out there who really don't need to be parents because you are producing the worst type of influences we are seeing now. Again, we got some people who are too emotional. And they're only emotional because, of course, if they have been raised by somebody who's that emotional, what you expect? They going off of your feed. They going off of your energy. That's why it is prevalent now for you fathers to start being fathers. And I'm talking to the irresponsible ones. It's time for y'all to start getting it together. But I can be honest with you. In a certain situation, if you got to move on, and move on. But move on to something right. Liz, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. I'm sorry. Tired of seeing the same old repeated patterns. You know, got to come to that realization that, look, life is too short and life is a blessing. And the worst thing you could be doing right now as a parent is burying your child or going to visit your child behind walls. Get to that notion again. Now, I can understand when they get to adulthood, they make their own decisions on what they're going to do. Grant that. But when they're children, they shouldn't be making adult decisions that could cost them their life. I'm keeping it real with y'all right now on that one. Time to wake up for the betterment, man. Because again, essentially, what blueprints are you leaving? Not leaving no real blueprints if this is what's going on, you know? And some of y'all who sit here and that blasphemy and say, oh, I love my kids. I'm going to do everything for my kids. But you ain't making sure your kids is in the right position. So how could you actually love them? You're not being, like I said, you're not being visual as far as let me check to make sure they around the right people. Let me check and make sure they not being influenced by shit they don't need to be influenced by. And definitely if they are seeing some sort of whatever, let me break it down to them so they know how to move accordingly from there. Crazy again is essentially again you're setting your kids up for failure. And some of y'all get all playing favoritism. Yeah, some of y'all who are playing favoritisms with your kids, and that's not right. Because that's another way again they'll start resenting you. And some of these people now who are only moving out of emotion and out of repressed anger because of everything that's going on in the household. That's why I said the community was different because even when we had kids who was coming from either troubled backgrounds or whatever, we found the way to try to uplift them and keep them in the right spirits, regardless to how it was going. They ain't doing that no more. This is why I was saying the other night. A lot of these big brother, big sister programs and a lot of these other educational programs and recreational programs need to come back. Boys and girls clubs, all of that. Them shits need to come back. Start bringing some of your communities in order, like your community gardens. If you know you could fix it up well enough, do what you do. These kids need something to be a part of, for real. You know, and that's the saddest thing again when you don't see that you stunting in their growth, stunting in their potential. You know, you're not giving them a fair chance to really succeed and grow in anything. You know, but again, when you say something like this on a logical level, people get emotional. Oh, what the hell you know about this? Oh, you just talking out your gums. No, I'm talking from logic and I'm talking from the outside looking in. No, you might not want to hear it, but you gotta accept it, man. You know, you're only gonna be your kids is only gonna be as successful as you are, or they're only gonna be as successful as you push them to be. If you ain't pushing your kids to no type of greatness, they gonna fail in life in every little thing that they do. And you hate to say it, but it's the truth. They will fail in every notion and aspect of life because you are not giving them that proper balance they're supposed to have. Like I said, start teaching them the things they need to learn. Start giving them a balance. Like I said, what was wrong with teaching and trying to teach kids, you know, teach them more than the basics. Again, teach them, you know, teach them stocks and trades, you know, teach them how to build. You know, just teach them. You're supposed to be teaching them and educating them until they are old enough to educate themselves in the right manner. If you're not doing that, then you're not saying nothing at all. I'm sorry. I still believe in that song. I don't care if it sounds funny, but I believe in that. The children are going to be the future, whether you believe it or not. You know, right now we kind of dropped the ball, but if we pick it back up to where we need to, we can make something work. One thing I'm gonna urge some people to do is stop moving like kids, especially when you're adults in these streets. Stop moving like immature kids. I watched a video with some rappers, I believe, but my thing is, y'all too old to be acting like teenagers. Sorry, some of y'all are acting like emotional teenagers, like you having your second childhood, basically. You already went through your childhood. If your childhood was what it was, then you should be moving into adulthood. There's some of you grown men and women out there who you doing worse than what the kids is doing. You wanna run around, you wanna try to destroy things, you wanna try to be trespassers, you wanna do a little bit of everything. Like again, some of y'all living your second childhood. But it ain't gonna work for you when it's all said and done. Your second childhood gonna be a failure. And you wanna know why it's gonna be a failure? Because in the long run, you know what you're doing. Damn, already? Oh no, please don't let it be a fire nowhere. Please don't let it be no damn fire. Didi, what's going on, baby? Over here, shadow hugging, baby. But I'm sorry. There's some things that you know, like we see kids doing, you adults is doing, and you doing it worse than them. And you proving a point to a degree. How can you expect some of them to look up to you, respect you, and even give you the proper praises when look how you move? The truth, man. Like right now, I just had a group of dudes walk past me. All of them look like they being immature, and all of them look older than me. Make it make sense. You running around, you screaming, you yelling, you acting a fool. And again, anytime I see a group of dudes outside and I don't see no females present, I start to think certain things. Sorry to say it that way. That's how I feel. Breeze, what's going on? Oh no, Breeze ain't. Y'all got the same damn avatar. Quinn, what's going on, my guy? Merry Christmas and a Nappy New Year to everybody that pulled in. You know, I had to come in for this little juncture. You know, and this is what I'm saying. There's some of y'all that are doing way too much. Like, come on, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. There should be no reason why. And I absolutely mean it. No damn reason why some of y'all moving all emotional and immature. If somebody telling you something for your own good, you getting mad. Oh, all right, all right. That's why I'm saying with some of y'all living your second childhood. You going back to that emotional, carefree, I don't give a fuck stage. But you should give a fuck. Sorry to say it that way, you should. Because again, your kids is picking up everything you're doing. Everything from what you do in the house, streets, all of that. They picking that up. You know, and it's getting critical. Some of y'all just, it's one thing to enjoy yourselves, have fun like you're supposed to, grant that. But when you start doing certain things that you know mostly kids and preteens will be doing, that's a problem. Hold on one second. So I know what this is. We got another one that just came in here. Excuse me. I'm gonna need you to go suck on a Merry Christmas ball and Happy New Year. Uh, don't come in here with that. We don't know you like that, son. Definitely don't know you like that. Oh, why you sitting in the shadows right there? I wanted you to take this too. My bad. Come on, son. Even on a damn Christmas, nigga, you can't fucking go be happy. I can tell you ain't got no family, no love, no nothing. But I ain't gonna give you this dirty eulogy the way I was going to because it's Christmas. What I want you to do is go get yourself together, put some hand sanitizer on your face and hands, and go start cooking like you were supposed to. Don't you got a grandmama or somebody to be cooking for? Get to doing that and stop worrying about me, bitch. We wish you a nappy Christmas and a nappy New Year. That's what we wishing you right now. Now back to the subject at hand. Um, it's critical for some. See, even like with that, that's a prime example. People don't know how to be adults. Grow the fuck up. You got something to say to me, say it. Other than that, keep it pushing. I told you my hand is always on this sniper button because you always gonna have one dumbass that don't get the picture. But he gonna get the picture today. Even on a Christmas. You gonna learn today. Go be with your family if you got some. If you don't, go create one. Prime example of people wanting to disturb balances and act like kids. And you probably older than me, so I'm gonna need you to grow up. Do that. Iman, what's going on, my guy? Come on, son. I gotta do better. Coming in here speaking to women out of all things. No, don't do that, son. Have some respect, baby. And there are some adults right now that are moving just like how this coward was just moving. For real. Come on, man. You got that much of a grudge. That's what it is a grudge, because you continuously doing the same stupidness. But I thought only women hold grudges, not men. Grow up. Before we help you grow up in here. Don't make no damn sense. Man, listen. You came in here trying to troll because you know what I'm saying is truth. 9 out of 10, you probably one of those punk ass parents that Realist was talking about. Don't got your kid in order. And if your kid is grown, they probably follow the ratchet ways you followed. Not knowing how to just leave shit alone and be an adult. I think I'm right about that. I think I'm right about it. Hopefully, you don't have no kids. Because if you do, Jesus Christ. Again, breeding the wrong type of things in here. We ain't doing that. One thing some of you have to realize too is you got to stop coddling people. When they in the wrong, they in the wrong. You got to hold them accountable. Some of you parents are doing that right now. Your kids is out here doing certain things, and you trying to justify or you trying to negate everything. Can't do that. Can't continue to do that. If your kid out here doing wrong and you know they doing wrong, you upholding them in that wrong, guess what? You are just a part of that problem. Again, there's certain states, they ain't playing. They gonna charge your ass just like they'll charge your kid because you know what your kid is doing. Your kid is being a menace and you ain't doing nothing about it. So guess what? You all gonna be sitting in jail for what? For something stupid and petty. Iman, congratulations, my guy. Congratulations to everybody that's hitting that 1K or passing that 1K. Keep grinding, keep doing what you've been doing. You know, good things definitely gonna keep coming to those who, it needs to come to. Again, it's about following the process and making sure that process is what's working for you. I hear you, bro. Man, listen, it's for some people it is going to be an emotional moment because you grinding, you doing what you got to do, but in the same token, it was a process getting there. Trust me, I know things ain't like how it used to be a few years ago on this app. But again, it's about following the process. The right people will always come along, regardless to what. And honestly, that's the crazy part about it, realist. But you're right on that. That's another thing. You rewarding your kids with the worst things possible. Thank you. You allowing your kids to miss school. You allowing your kids to be in all sorts of dangerous activities, fights, and I'm speaking to the irresponsible ones. But you're still gonna, sit there and support them, and you're still gonna sit here. You know what? That's for another day. That's for another day. But yeah, there's some things that need to change with some of y'all. Because I'm quite sure some of y'all was not raised getting everything you want, and you definitely wasn't raised a certain way to where you was getting rewarded for your madness and behavior. You know that for a fact. Anti, what's going on, baby? Merry Christmas to everybody pulling in, baby. Quinn, that's crazy. Quinn, look, they demonetized me for recycling a video game clip, but it didn't matter. Like I said, For a lot of those who are being demonetized, don't let that discourage you. Again, sometimes I believe that higher power is gonna put you in a situation, but he's gonna set you up for even a better situation. So who knows? The second time around, y'all get the monetization back. Y'all know what y'all gonna do. Put it in the works. And in my opinion, I feel they doing that because I think they really trying to decipher who actually bringing something to this platforms and who's not. But I think they also just picking and choosing too. That's just my call on it. But again, just remember that there's gonna be certain things in life where you feel is a downfall, but it's only gonna be a new setup for something greater and better. You just gotta keep your spirit humble. Did you just say excuse your language? Man, Iman, go sit in the corner, man. He had the nerve to say, I apologize for the language I'm about to use. You forgot who you talking to right now? I done broke every language barrier in here. Damn near violated every curse barrier in here. Look here. Some people, they got to realize people are going to be them. But again, it's just solely about, again, making the right decisions and the right calculations in life. How can your kids be calculated in any way, shape, or form if you are not helping with the calibration? Nah, you good, Iman. Come on, son. You good. But again, you gotta love a balance in life. Love a balance. You love the balance you get in. If it's something that's making you happy, continue to follow it. Again, I see where a lot of this is going. A lot of y'all, it ain't a common sense thing. It's a pride thing. You hate when people are telling you the truth about how things should be done, especially for these young men and women out here. You hate to hear that. You hate to hear when people are telling you we as adults could also still help each other so we could be beneficial towards all growth. Mr. J, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I had to bring something on this early Christmas just in case if I don't do nothing at my normal time. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cooking later, but not too much cooking. So yeah, no, I know that realist. That's why I don't pay. That's why I didn't pay that sucker no mind either. Gives you a little nice little get up in here and get up out of here real quick. That's how it's needed to be. And honestly, that's how a lot of y'all should have the mindset. The mindset should be, again, knocking off whatever cancerous and whatever negative spirits that are latching on to you and you trying to go towards some sort of peace and happiness. No doubt, Iman, you already know, bro. That's why I said when I drop the links or I pin the links, that's for anybody that want to pop in, chime in, or bring something to the conversation. Some of these conversations we're going to have more than once because, again, we need to wake up that spirit again of fighting. We need to fight against the things that are keeping us oppressed, and we need to fight against the negatives that's keeping us down. You know, again, some of y'all should feel a type of way when your kids is not succeeding the way they should be succeeding. Because again, that is your job. Your job, whether you want to accept it or not, is to make sure that your kids is at least getting the best education while they're young. Now they get into adulthood, that's up to them to make whatever decisions they want to make. But again, when they're young, they shouldn't have to worry about that. Again, it's time to protect, and it's time to correct what we need to correct. And I'm speaking to parents, guardians, family members, elders, whoever. It's time to get back in accordance with what we had before. And again, start listening, understanding, and also some of y'all got to stop being so critical and judgmental again. See, there are some people who probably feel I'm being judgmental or I'm being hypocritical on certain things. I'm not. Again, I'm just giving you a clear perspective from the outside looking in. Because I've grown up in a world where things have definitely changed over the course of time. The things that I was used to and accustomed to, I don't see them like that no more. Even down to community boundaries, I don't even see that being fought for no more. You know, it's time to create a better society again for you and your loved ones to be at peace in. What's so wrong about that? Explain to me what's so wrong about trying to give back and bring back. Are you ready? What's going on, baby? Merry Christmas, baby. You know, this is what I'm saying. We need to bring that fight and that energy and break these destructive forces. These walls and barriers they keep trying to put us in and close us up in. We need to break out. And we need to break out together. That means break out the right opportunities and the right, you know, bring out the right morals and ethics. It's more ethics than anything. I'm telling you, like it's really a sad day in the world when again there are some people who are probably about to bury their loved ones right now, and they could have actually been the force to avoid that. Again, it's time for some of you parents to be more critical and more active and proactive. You're gonna have to. I ain't messing with you, Quinn. I mean, but it's just logic and common sense. Listen, I ain't trying to be no perfect role model or none of that shit. I didn't sign up for none of that. What I signed up for was just bringing a message that was needed. And if you think I don't be having these talks with some of my people, shit, you better get on board and see who you really dealing with. Because again, you're gonna need something that's gonna be food for your soul right now. This ain't no preachable moment. This is a teachable moment. And again, you better be calculated in how you teaching your kids, man. There are some parents who are actually striving to make sure their kids do even better than them. And they even in good positions, and I want my kids to do better than me. Then you in a good position. So what? I want them to be in a better position. That's the way you got to get them up. Some of these kids is out here running these streets because some of you parents, you're not giving a balance. You're being too strict. Anytime you can't go outside for certain reasons and you really didn't do nothing crazy, nah. This is what makes them rebel. You know, if your kid is interested in something and showing high interest in it, you need to be interested in that too. You need to focus and harvest that energy. Your kid want to get into science and mathematics, and that's the way they feel they could teach and be great at. You do that. I'm saying you got to understand that this is no longer a game, and what you say and what you choose to do now is going to be crucial for them somewhere down the line. Can't say that you love your kids if you ain't even shown that you love yourself. You love yourself and you can love others, including your offspring. There's no way that me, if I was a parent, there's no way I could see my kids running all over me and I'm not disciplining them. No, no, that's not gonna happen. My personal views and opinions, and even my general opinions, majority of them be facts. You know, again, different generations, but a cycle still needs to be broken, whether you believe it or not. It needs to be broken. What essentially are we getting? How can we look forward to a successful future with everybody building and growing on the same, circumference? Nobody really trying to be a part of that. You want your kids to do better. You want them to be better. Show them better. Like I was saying the other night, there's some of y'all who are showing your kids the wrong aspects on how to survive in life. You gotta teach them the better way. Cause teaching them how to scam, teaching them how to do certain things like drugs and just that notion, nah, it ain't gonna work. Cause you only teaching them the shortcuts of life. Yeah, there's shortcuts in life, but a lot of them shortcuts, they'll be your downfall. Instead of you trying to encourage them to get into a field where they could either be their own boss or just, keep them motivated to keep some sort of financials afloat, teaching them the shortcuts of how to do it. And guess what? Those shortcuts, a lot of times, they cost. They could cost you your freedom. They could cost you your life. They could cost you your sanity. They could cost you your peace of mind. You did something you know you ain't necessarily need to do. It's going to start hunting. But again, this is a common problem that I'm seeing. Some of y'all don't care. And what happened to that spirit of caring? I thought that's what we was supposed to do. Love and care. And also keep things building. What happened to that? But again, this is just my views and opinions from the outside looking in. but I'm giving you some sort of experience. I ain't just giving you my personal experience. I'm giving you what I've seen in life and what I've seen things happen and what beauty of things that we did have is being destroyed. Every little thing that we build and we came to build going up in smoke. Like, when are we going to rise above the ignorance? When are we going to rise above the oppression? And when are we going to stop allowing certain systems to dictate exactly how to raise your kids in discipline? Yeah, some of you who are crying about there ain't no opportunity. Even some of you grown-ups is crying. But that's a lie right there, because there's always going to be an opportunity. You have a brain. Your brain is calculated. That means your brain is always thinking. Even when you sleeping, your brain is still working. Can't process certain things in your sleep if your brain ain't working. Saying it is time to, again, let's start regulating where we need to regulate at. You know, if you really say you got love and camaraderie, that means getting yourself together, getting your family together, getting the people around you on board for the things you're trying to do. And for the ones that don't want to be a part of that, or the ones who are going to try to drag you down, you kick them to the side. Because again, nobody should ever be trying to dictate anything when it comes to building and growing. Yeah, somebody could give you advice about your kids, but nobody can't tell you day in and day out how to raise them, what to do with them. No, that's something you have to do. Not gonna lie though, I do feel a change of some sort of grace and magnificence happening. Again, it's solely up to y'all to start making it happen. And even on this holiday as we speak, there are a lot of y'all who need to learn the values of unity. Unity and love will definitely bring the numbers, and it'll definitely bring the change that is needed. Some of y'all got to start opening your minds, your hearts, and your souls, but open them for the right reasons. Not gonna hold y'all all night neither. So, at some point I feel like I'm a karate chop something. I had 2 straight nights of catching something I wasn't supposed to be catching. Today's the third charm. But again, some of you parents, get in order, man. Get yourselves aligned, get yourselves right, get your kids in line and get them right. Some of you laughing now because of what's going on, but you'll end up crying later. Believe me when I tell you that. You'll definitely end up crying later. Get yourselves and your kids together. This is going to be an uphill fight. That we need the numbers. With that being said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I also gotta go charge this phone. I don't want it to die on me. But I could be back later on, definitely with a live stream. Um, for those who have been following, you already know. Most likely, I might be coming out of retirement on one of the backup pages today. So don't worry. I got some good old Christmas jams for y'all later too. So, but you know me, just always had to have a good talk and a conversation, and I definitely look forward to keep having these conversations. Let me get up out of here, definitely. Um, like I said, I could be back in the morning, definitely with something. And for those who looking for the music, don't worry, I got y'all. Got y'all, baby. And definitely, again, congratulations to everybody who's making these strong moves. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being prosperous. And everything will fall in line for you. Hope everybody enjoy their evenings, their mornings. Don't worry, I'm gonna be looking for some of y'all on y'all plates of food. Don't worry. Don't be greedy. Let me get up out of here, definitely. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. Everybody that was in attendance today, you already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. What I'm gonna do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. Like I said, Merry Christmas to everybody. I'll definitely see y'all later on with the Scythe. And we're gonna have some music later on tonight. Y'all definitely enjoy yourselves. Be blessed with the families. If you ain't, just still be blessed that you here. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.